This application contains false information. It suggests that it's a development of a current usage when in fact it's representing a radical change in both scale and usage. It doesn't acknowledge the fact that there are no extant licenses to store or incinerate carcasses on the site, or that the site has been closed for many years. In terms of opposition, at the time of writing there were 171 letters of opposition, including submissions from the Snowdonia Society, the Woodland Trust, the Baptist Corporation and Save Our Rivers. Arguably the most important for us are the voices of our community as expressed via Cyfeithion, and also as expressed by our representatives in the Llanbedr Community Council, which voted strongly against this application. Having stood in opposition to an almost identical proposal in 2019, our community also regards the representation of this application at a time when we're just struggling in our daily lives to manage the demands of COVID-19 as a deeply callous act. It's startling that at a time when our lives are overturned by zoonotic disease, that this application has come forward with no acknowledgement of the risks it presents to both human and animal health. Llanbedr and Pentre Gwynfryn struggle badly with narrow roads, lack of parking, on-street parking and no pavements, and we've seen life-changing accidents. It's bewildering to us that thousands of extra diesel journeys a year going directly past our local primary school is to be considered negligible. Traffic often idles for up to 30 minutes in the summer. Imagine dozens of daily journeys of stock trucks carrying decomposing carcasses sitting in those queues. We don't accept the conclusions of the preliminary ecological survey. This site is strategically placed in the midst of protected habitats and areas, places we want to preserve for our children. They contribute directly to the health of our community. To place a potentially polluting industry in their midst is not only against our wishes, it is against the principle of sustainability laid down in the Protecting the Health of Future Generations Act. A concern for our members is the impact of this proposal on an important heritage asset, Capel Salem. There isn't time to describe all the ways in which this iconic chapel is important in both Welsh language, culture and history. Suffice to say that if a mourner might stand in its graveyard and be assailed by the smell of death, there will have been a failure to protect this community. So I urge you to protect us and protect our future here, to accept Mr. Lloyd's wise suggestions and to reject this planning application. And I thank you for your time. Diolch yn fawr iawn.